The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. T.J. Green. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
Fine time to his left.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Makes the score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 22. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. But you might remember Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield will get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson.
Keep going, keep running, Mike.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Paul Richardson, 79 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now at the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Miles Boykin.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The 24-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action now. Jackson forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Hall not going to bring this one out. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time.
He's got it at the 15. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Now Mayfield. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Browns 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Ravens 26, Browns 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Play fake. Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That's out to Chubb, complete. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Down at the 47-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Marvin Hall on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And again, it's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns 1st down. They go play action. Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mayfield with it once more. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 8.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take down evaluators, you guys really missed the boat on me.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And it's complete. Hooper. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving